This movie is based on a Broadway show which centers on a variety of characters living in a neighborhood of Washington Heights on the northern tip of Manhattan. At the center of the show is Usnavi, who dreams of winning the lottery and escaping to the shores of his native Dominican Republic. And there's Nina, a childhood friend of Usnavi's, has returned to the neighborhood from her first year at college, with surprising news for her parents, who have spent their life savings on building a better life for their daughter. Ultimately, Usnavi and the residents of the close-knit neighborhood get a dose of what it means to be home. First of all, this movie is having next to no plot. The approach that this movie has taken makes it feel too long with many colorful characters, all celebrating the culture in a community feeling the strain of gentrification. A win for some of these characters is their ability to find themselves in the exact same place from beginning to end, which is also what makes the movie so dramatically inert. The movie often plays like a glorified advertisement for its cinematically underrepresented community. You can feel the edges of the original show being sanded off for the sake of making everyone in the cast at least somewhat likable. The musical numbers here are often out of order. More glaringly, at least about 7 numbers are cut from the film, probably around 5 from Act 2 alone. These cuts are probably done out of consideration of the film's runtime, which is 2 hours and 24 minutes. But still, the whole thing feels rushed and decidedly lacking in impact. There's a lot of inter-character conflicts that didn't make the cut, while the characters' individual dilemmas stretch things to the limit. While one will typically chalk up such omissions to narrative efficiency, the changes from the source material result in less story and less character development. The main conflicts involve characters watching clocks or calendars, wondering how much longer they'll continue living or working in the neighborhood, which can be rather tiring when the movie itself is this long. At the beginning of the film, the framing device of Usnavi telling this story to the group of children on a beautiful beach is one of the weaker choices the movie makes, a half-hearted attempt to lend a fairy tale feel to the film. In addition to stretching the already baggy film on for longer than necessary, it also creates an unintentional distance between the audience and the story, which is not what you want for a musical that thrives on the energy of the here and now. This framing device is unnecessary. As a musical, there's already a built-in artifice to it. A new subplot about one character's illegal status was probably added to speak directly at Donald Trump, who was in campaign mode when this movie was supposed to open last summer. The issue remains urgent, however, the storyline adds more drag to an already bloated affair. The movie homes its music video sensibilities in on big bombastic numbers, such as one involving synchronized swimming in the high bridge pool, but completely fumbles the smaller, intimate moments from which the audience is supposed to infer deeper meaning. It's also surprisingly subdued when it comes to embracing the visual language of musicals. The movie often chooses to stay in close-up and lingers on little details of the New York neighborhood, rather than letting the dancers shine in the wide shots. These frequent close-ups in the dance numbers do not work in movie's favor. Its abrupt transitions between naturalistic street scenes and the soundstage are characteristic of an inconsistent and incoherent style. Overall, this movie is kinda disappointing. It ultimately comes off as a corporate vision of celebrating diversity, full of pageantry and empty promises.